Hello and welcome to today's live stream. We're going to be talking money and how to make money and best options and all of the options that you have. We have a special guest, Justin Brown, and I'm just going to bring him in. Hello, Justin. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me back on.
I was so excited when you said yes a second time. I was just like, woohoo. Now, we do have, you have been on before, and you probably told this story a bazillion times, but just give us a brief rundown of who you are and why you can talk about this topic.
Anyone can talk about this topic, right? I'm
I'm
Justin.
talking about this topic, though.
Yeah, but you've done more live streams than most people could even think of. Been moderating, been helping people out. Like you've been a big contributor in this space. You're helping a lot of people. So I'm Justin. I run a YouTube channel called Primal Video with my brother Mike, and we help people really have success with this stuff for their business, building their business and brand off the back of their YouTube channel. I've been live streaming. Before we had the YouTube channel, I was doing live streams for Australian government and for corporate clients. So now, we kind of teach strategies and things to make better videos faster, to then get views and have impact with that content through to then the monetization. So pumped to talk about the monetization side today.
Okay, so last time we did talk more about the live streaming side. So if you want to go and watch that one later, not now, but later, there's a playlist there for talking about live stream. So you can find that there, and I will throw a card in somewhere afterwards. But
left hand. That's how I remember. I'm like, which hand is it? When I'm like up in the cards, it's left hand. Yeah.
Left hand.
Fun fact. There you go.
Yeah. Good to know. Good to know. I'm just like, is my camera mirrored?
And mine could be too. I don't know.
I have no idea. Such professionalism.
Yeah.
So let's talk about money. Okay, that's why we're here. That's the thumbnail. The thumbnail says make money. So there are a lot of options to make money that are open. Some are open to everybody, some are not open to everybody. Do you want to sort of talk a little bit about the options that are sort of more available?
Yeah, so I think, look, there's a couple of different ways to look at this. There's ways that you can make money from YouTube itself, and then there's ways that you can make money off YouTube. And this is where I would never want anyone to put all their eggs in one basket. We have a good mix. Like there's 3 ways that we make money from off the back of our channel. One is from YouTube itself, and we can look at all the different ways that YouTube can pay you. We also have a digital product, and we also do affiliate marketing. So we're going to cover those kinds of different ways that you can make money here today. But you can make money from day one. I know that YouTube does have some requirements that you need 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 watch hours, but don't let that be a deterrent, because other strategies, which we'll get to, like sponsor deals, like affiliate marketing, you can start to bring in from day one. So the most obvious way then with YouTube is the YouTube ads. And this is something that even when you reach that milestone, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, for most people, not everyone, for most people, that amount is just maybe a few dollars that are dropping into your bank account. So it's not something that you can go full time on at that point for most channels. So it's good to have that goal to reach that milestone that you can monetize, because it does open up, a few other features and things on the YouTube side as well. But it shouldn't be, the be all and end all. And I want to stress that point, because you've got a channel that's over that point.
I do.
And we don't need to release the number, but what was your expectation with it when you hit that, and how does that?
I definitely thought I would be getting more than what I am, and I actually have nearly about 50% of it comes now from memberships versus the ads.
Awesome. Yeah.
So it's a discussion I see in a lot of the different Facebook groups around YouTube Help, is people who are struggling to hit their 1,000 subs or their 4,000 watch hours or their 90 million views for shorts, which will come in next year. And
10 million?
10 million in 90 days.
90 million.
10 million in 90 days. That's right.
It.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And I see people like, oh, I'm never going to get monetized. What's the point of going on? I'm never going to get monetized.
Yeah.
And that should be a song. Anyway, so the reality is focusing on the YouTube partner program is I think it's self-limiting.
Yeah.
I think not opening up to the broader options. Like this channel is not monetized by YouTube, but it's still monetized.
Yeah. So what ways have you monetized this channel? You've got affiliates, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So affiliates, there's one-on-one consulting.
One-on-one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's probably things that cause the channel to happen, which is helping out in other people's groups and things like that. So, yeah, there's a lot of options that you can utilize, because I don't have AdSense here. I don't have access to super chats here in the live streams, or super stickers or super thanks. Or so maybe we should have a quick run through of what YouTube offers in the YouTube Partner Program. I have a list. I wrote a list because there's 10 ways now.
I know, it's crazy. So we did a video on this a while back, and it's crazy how fast it changes. And there's actually been new changes recently with the shorts as well that you said.
Yeah.
So let's go. Let's run through your list.
Okay. All right. So on the list,
it's going to save me remembering them. So this is good.
We have Shorts Fund, so which is closing down. So it's not a permanent option. So if you're relying on Shorts Fund, you need to rethink your strategy.
But they did extend it to the end of 2023 or late 2023 now.
Yeah, I think they've extended it past when the new system will roll out, so that they kind of cross over just a little. Ads, which we were talking about before, YouTube Premium, channel memberships.
So the YouTube Premium one, it's like the bulk of our revenue comes from YouTube ads. YouTube Premium is a very small amount. So that's like there's a pool of people that are paying YouTube $10 or $14 a month, whatever it is. I think it's $9.99 US. So whatever that money sits in a pool, or a percentage of that sits in a pool. YouTube's obviously going to take some themselves. And then based on the views that people get, if they're a channel that's monetized, that amount is split out. And that's very similar to the shorts one too.
Yeah. We actually went with the family premium, because it was like, instead of, I think it was 14 Australian, it was 17 Australian. Right. And now there's 3 of us using it. So that pool is even diminished more because we took the value option.
But how good is it? So someone who doesn't have YouTube Premium, like, I reckon the whole YouTube experience is so much better without ads, but I'm also someone who makes money from ads.
I know.
So
I know.
It's kind of,
but it's not just that. Like, welcome to our YouTube Premium commercial. It is. It's not just even the no ads thing for me. It's the watching videos offline. It is also being able to download them and watch them offline, so that if I know I'm going somewhere, like I travel around a bit, and some of the spaces I go to, I lose connection. So I can still music, the YouTube music. I can download and play it when I'm not,
So I went away recently and I didn't download any or offline any Netflix shows or anything. I offlined YouTube videos. So I love YouTube Premium, but I also just love that when I click on a video, it just plays straight away. So is there, I mean, it's like watching free to air TV where there's just so many ads. It's like, you can do it and it's totally free. You don't need to pay. But how much better is it when you hit play on a show and it just plays and there's no ads stopping you right the way through? So for those people that are complaining about ads, like, there is an option to remove them. And
a legitimate option that still pays creators.
Yes.
So I just wanted to clarify that. So we'll keep going with the list. Then we've got all the supers. So the super chat, the super thanks, and the super stickers. And I love the supers because they are direct from the viewer to you. So they've enjoyed this. They haven't just schlepped through an ad. They've actually gotten value, so much so that they've gone to the effort to type.
So one of the issues that we have with super thanks right now is that some people don't have the ability to change that comment. So when they leave a super thanks, they should be able to change it instead of just saying thanks.
Thanks.
But we have a look, and we get a few. We don't get like a massive amount, but a lot of them just say thanks. And then we see later that people have gone back in and re-edited those to ask a question or to write a little bit more than thanks. So it's still a little bit strange in that rollout. But we did receive our biggest one ever last week, which was $50 US. So it is something that people do use, but we haven't received too many of them, even given like how many videos we have up.
Yeah. That actually surprises me for your channel, to be honest. So like on my other channel, we do get super stickers and super thanks every now and not super thanks, like super chats.
Chats and stickers. Yeah.
Yeah. So I get those during the live stream. So they're probably the biggest thing that I miss on a non-monetized channel. So, but
you'll get there. You'll have
I
them
will.
soon.
We will. It'll have. Do you know what I really need to do? I know what I need to do. Make content.
I was to say make regular videos. Hey,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
who would have thought?
Who would have thought that
Yeah.
making regular content could help with that? Anyway, sorry. I digress. Then we have the options for the merch shelf, and that's broadening out a lot more as well.
So that's open
Primal
now
Video
to
has
digital
no
products.
merch.
No merch.
So,
No.
do you know, I'd wear a Primal Video hat or shirt or drink out of a Primal Video coffee cup if you made them.
You're also probably someone that could help us organize those things as well. So maybe that's something we need to talk about. Yeah.
Then there's something that I'm not too clear upon because it's not really my industry, but it's ticketing. So it's selling tickets to live YouTube shows, and it's mostly for music channels and musicians.
Right. That's actually the first I've heard of that one.
Yeah. And that one looks really interesting if you're that kind of niche as well, because there is another application that people and bands are using, and they're circumventing YouTube for it because they need to be able to ticket. And so YouTube's like, hey, hang on a second. And then there's also Brand Connect, which is, again, another one I don't know a lot about, but it's because it's more for, it's gatekeepered. And I have no issues with that because I'm not ready for that stuff yet.
So going back to your other channel, because we don't do too many live streams on our channel, so we might get some super chats through. But as someone who does live stream a lot, do you find that you are getting, like, do you get many stickers? Like, to me, the sticker thing, I get the super chat. You can feature your comment, feature your question, but the sticker piece, like,
I probably get more super chats than stickers.
Yeah.
I think the stickers are just sort of a little bit of fun. And so it tends to be more for people that are a regular part of the community. They don't really have a question, but they want you to know that you're there and that you are, or that, the viewer is there and that they're listening and they're getting value, and they just like pop through a quirky sticker that's, a big giant coffee cup coming at your face, or, that one's really appropriate for me. Oops, I just hit my keyboard. Let's not do that again.
So we just have to share too that you did just spill your coffee just before we went live.
I did. Coffee cup is away.
I'm not letting you get away with that. Like,
I know. I was like,
to all of
don't
us, but
tell
this
anybody.
was right before we're going live, and she's like,
had to go and get changed. I now have a big girl sippy cup with a lid.
Nice. Yeah. But,
gosh.
And we're both wearing green. I got the memo, so that was good.
Excellent. I'm glad you received that memo. That's good. Doug's actually popped a comment in here, and he's written, if I can get my mouse to work, there we go. Stickers, if people don't actually have a comment to highlight. So they don't have a question. They don't have something particular they want to say, but they do want you to know that they done something. They did something. They appreciate you, and they're showing it monetarily. Yeah. So I think, like, the catch with all of those, and they are fantastic options, and there's a ton of options. The catch with all of them is you have to be part of the YPP. So to get access to the YouTube Partner Program, it's not even just a case of subs and views. It's also your location. There are some locations that just cannot be accepted at this stage into the YouTube Partner Program. So those options are, well, I say never, but at this stage are not an option. So what should we move into what some of the other options are for people who can't get in now due to subs and views or location?
And this is where I think it comes down to the individual. I mean, there's so many different ways that you can make money online and make money offline. So this is where I'd look at for years, we were growing YouTube on the side. So what were we doing to monetize during that point where the YouTube channel wasn't bringing in enough revenue, or there were leads, traffic into the business? Then that's where we were trading time for money. So we were doing one-on-one coaching, consulting. I was physically going out and filming videos and making videos and stuff for people. So that is the fastest way that you can make money, is obviously trading your time for money. And I know that that's something that you do as well. You offer one-on-one coaching, consulting, which is awesome. I mean, and there's nothing, it's not that you ever need to transition out of that. It's if that's something that you enjoy doing, then you can have some massive impact and build a really successful business and income stream just from doing that alone.
Yeah.
So then we can look at some of the things that are going to give us some of our time back, where if we're not taking those clients, or we're not working in a 9-to-5 job, like how do we make money when we sleep?
Yeah,
and that's where some of the
at
more
the end of the
higher
day, we
leverage.
still have to keep the lights on. We still
Yeah.
need to pay our internet bills, and you can't just do all this stuff just for purely for fun if there's no other income coming into your home.
Yeah. So that's where like the kind of middle ground between full passive and say trading your time for money would be doing things that are higher leverage, like maybe a brand deal. So that's something that we don't do too much on our channel, but it is something that's was in a previous life of mine. I was working branding and sponsorship for a couple of big TV shows in Australia, and also for some professional athletes. So it's interesting now to be on the other side of it, but it's where you're obviously
do you mind sharing why you don't go with the branding deals? Like what was the thought process that went into deciding that they weren't for you or for this channel?
So I look at, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? And I think if we were starting again from scratch right now, and with no income, no anything, I would look at ways to integrate and work with different brands and companies on a different level. But for me personally, I wanted to make the videos, and for Mike as well, we wanted to make the videos where there's no question about the objectivity in the video. So if I say I'm going to talk about this iPhone, and hey, this video is sponsored by Apple,
then
you kind of like, well, is there, this is
Apple
obviously
shill.
biased, or are you glossing over the downsides? We don't want to have any of that in ours. Yes, we still have to disclose if a company has sent out a microphone or something. But even then, for a lot of those videos, if the product is really, really good, I look at what video would I want to watch. So there's been times where we've been sent out a product. It's like, cool, let's go buy the #1 competitor for that, and let's put them up head to head. And that's the video that I want to watch. But there's also then shows that we're not in someone's pocket. We're not paid by someone. A lot of good friends of ours, I'm not going to name anyone here. There's nothing wrong with this strategy, and most YouTubers do it. They get locked up in brand deals where they can't then mention competing products. So for us, as far as I'm concerned,
set amounts of time as well.
Oh, that's it. And this is where it's not a bad option, because it is a good chunk of income, but it does have an end point, and it should have an end point where you're out of contract. You can then look and talk about other things. But for me, I didn't want to be locked up, because as far as I'm concerned, there's never a best fit, no matter what it is, for everyone. There's a best live streaming software if you're on Mac, and there could be 5 of them depending on your use case or whatever it is. And then for PC, you've got different options. So if I was locked down with just one of them, then that's really going to limit the content and the things that I could talk about. So instead, we don't commit. We don't lock ourselves down. We look at affiliate revenue, which is I think the biggest piece of revenue for us. So that makes a lot of sense, like, because you do have to think about that. Like when you're looking at these contracts for sponsorships, they sometimes do mention things about, like, you cannot now take a sponsorship from our main competitors for X number of months. Even if that deal only went for 1 month, you might be locked out of others for a few months. And I've taken a page out of your book, and I made that decision as well, because I want to be able to compare all the different live streaming softwares, and I want to be able to compare the different things, and not be told what isn't okay. But also to have to, like in a lot of sponsor deals, they'll want to check out the videos before you post them. They'll want approval, and then they might have a change. But how much of a pain in the ass is it if you finished a video and they're like, actually, we need you to mention this as well? But you got to go reshoot the whole thing again. So that's not a game that I wanted to play. I want everything to be just my thoughts and opinions. We never promise a video. So even like the webcam that I'm looking at right now, the Insta360 link, they sent it out. But we have a firm I guess agreement in place. Is like, we will never guarantee a video ever.
Yeah. You can
There's
send all
products,
you want.
yeah, I want to check it out. It sounds amazing, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to promise you a video. Only if the thing is amazing, if I think it's good, if the team thinks it's good, and we think it's a fit for our audience, then we would consider it for a video. So it's still not a promise for a video, because
Yeah.
I don't want to be on someone else's schedule either. Because a lot of those sponsor deals, and again, not to bash sponsor deals, I would look at how we could integrate it in some regards if I needed the money for that. But it's on someone else's schedule. They want 4 videos over a certain period of time. Like, we do 1 video a week. I don't want to have 4 videos in a row talking about a webcam. So
because not everybody in your audience are looking for a webcam.
That's it. Yeah. But also that at that point, it feels like an ad. It feels like what it is. So I like Doug's example there. He likes that he can talk about Ecamm or StreamYard. I mean, that's exactly the same for us. Even doing a video, best live streaming software Mac, like I mentioned 4 or 5 different options in there. But I'm not saying that there's a best one for everyone. And this is where, we have the ability to jump around, because like StreamYard was my top pick for a long time. And now there's some other ones that have come along as well that are, giving it a good run for its money.
They're really interesting. They really are. And the thing I love about the competition and people talking about the competition is companies like StreamYard are having to up their game a little bit. Like, it makes it so businesses don't rest on their laurels and go, we had the perfect software and everyone loves our software.
Done. Yep.
And it's just, and I love that. I love the market of competition. I think it's awesome.
But also the interesting thing about that is that if you can mention multiple products in a video and say, it's just your thoughts and opinions, right? Somebody can argue with it, they don't have to agree with it, but it means that you're actually able to help introduce people to different products and services, multiples of them in that video. So we have people that'll watch one of our videos and you see the comments, thank you, just signed up for Ecamm, or same video, thank you, just signed up to StreamYard. It's like, it's not pushing one agenda. It's just helping people with a buying decision or to solve a pain or problem that they have, but they're all affiliate links. So if
that's the thing, in your video
program,
with the 5 videos, with the 5 suggestions, you've got 5 different links, 5 different affiliate links. If you were able to get them. So I was actually just thinking about when you're talking about sponsorships that fit your brand and fit your audience. I remember a few years back there was a deal that went out, and so many tech tubers took it up, and it was hilarious, because all of a sudden you've got these people that are usually talking about phones and like all this sort of stuff, doing vacuuming.
Right.
And
must have been a good deal.
That's all I could say, is it absolutely had to have been a good deal. But I sort of think about that, and it was like, some of them made it really fun and funny, so it fit their audiences, but others didn't. And it's that whole, no matter what you do, no matter what option you take, you have to make it a good fit for yourself, your channel, and your viewers.
See, I think a channel that does it really, really well, no matter what the brand deal is Linus Tech Tips. Right.
Yes.
So like it's part of their video structure. It's part of their formula. It's coming, and they make a joke out of it. Oh,
and they joke about it. It's so funny.
Yeah. But it's not detracting from the content. No. And I think that's a brand deal or brand positioning, sponsor segment done right. There's not trying to hide it. It's clearly working really well for them. So it's not to say that that's a bad thing. We just chose other ways to make money. For us, this is why we like the affiliate stuff, because we're not saying this is the one product. We're giving you options. But we're also not just sending random link clicks to a company. We're sending people that are almost like pre-vetted. They're qualified leads. So it's not just spam. So it's a win for the viewer because we're helping them with the buying decision. It's a win for the company because we're sending them qualified leads, which makes it a win for us too. If they sign up and if they have an affiliate program, then we're able to receive a commission or a payment or something for that. And there's a lot of products and services and stuff that we recommend that still don't have an affiliate program. So this is where it really comes from, that place of being in integrity and saying, what would you recommend to your mom? What would you recommend to your friends and family? Because you don't want to recommend something bad where someone has a bad experience and then they end up remembering that you're the one that sent them there, wasted their time. wasted
Yeah.
their money. It's not good. So we're able to do that at
Yeah.
scale, though, with things like YouTube or social media, live streaming, because we're able to connect people, the right people, to the right products and services at scale. And that's
Yeah.
a big piece of our business.
The thing that I liked about how Linus does their sponsorship deals, which I think is really clever, is their sponsorship is never usually about what the video is about. So they'll be talking about, you know, screwdrivers, but then their sponsorship will be backpacks. It'll
Yeah.
be like totally, you know, that it's obvious that the sponsor is sponsoring the channel, not the piece.
Yeah.
And I think that's really clever. But so we have talked about affiliates a lot. And some people think affiliate marketing is scammy or hard or, you know, slimy. Like you do talk to people sometimes and they have a really low opinion of affiliate marketing.
Yes.
I used to and don't anymore.
Where do you think that came from? What for you? Where do you think
For
that you might have?
me,
Yeah.
I think it came from people recommending things and not disclosing that they're an affiliate,
Yes.
and finding out later that they just suggested something that was trash to me, that was rubbish, and that they got a kickback from it.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of sort of how it used to be done as well. It was kind of like, keep it quiet, keep it.
And there's a lot of people that still do it that way, and that it does give it a bad name. They look at,
Yeah.
they go to places like ClickBank, which is a website that shows you all the top commissions you can earn from recommending different products and services. And that's their strategy, is to go on ClickBank and websites like it, pick the ones with the top commissions and make videos around those products. Whether you've actually tried them, whether you've actually seen them, touched them or not, people are there promoting stuff for dollars. And that's really the wrong way around it. And that is giving it a bad name, and has been for years. So this is where you need to come from, that place of integrity. Like, what do you actually use? What do you actually like? Share the pros and cons about it. And you can help someone with a buying decision, but you're not holding anything back from them.
Yeah. I like Serena's comment here. There's so many bad affiliates and people trying to gain money without value.
Yeah.
And I think that's the statement there. You need to be adding value. They need to understand why it's a good thing and know that you've touched it or used it, or that you actually have an opinion on it.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, there's people that do reviews, like reviewing stuff without even having it there, and reviewing off a tech sheet or something, a spec sheet. And I mean, that's all well and good. And some of those videos perform really well. But again, it's got to come down to you with the types of content that you want to show up for when people are looking for something. And to me, I don't really want to create a video around speculation. I mean, what it just adds to the YouTube noise, as far as I'm concerned. And this is where we don't do a launch video. If something like, you see those videos, like a new webcam comes out and all of a sudden everyone's talking about this webcam.
There's like 900 channels that have on the same day, embargo lifted, video up.
Let's talk about it. Now, I get it for like an iPhone launch or some big piece of tech, right? But if it's just random, like you can see the channels that are paid for that. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but you think long-term with your content. Like YouTube, you have the ability to have your content showing up for years afterwards. Like we got videos that are coming up on 8 years old, still getting thousands of views a day, with no extra input or effort from us. So if instead, what video would someone want to watch if they're interested in that piece of tech 3 months, 6 months, a year down the track? Are they going to want to watch that initial thoughts, initial unboxing, initial review? Because there's probably bugs and stuff with it. There's probably downsides. So we'll wait. We'll wait 3 to 6 months and say, here's my thoughts and opinions after using it for 3 to 6 months. Those videos then are the ones that tend to stick around much longer and be relevant for much longer. So that's, again, another strategy that we've kind of taken on board, but it comes down to, what videos do I want to watch? And I think that's, if you come from that place with your channels, then you can't go wrong.
I actually realize that there's certain, like whenever I'm shopping for something, like I'm in the market for something, and there's particular channels that I will hit, and it's because of that exact thing. They have touched it. They have used it for 6 months. They have gone through it with a fine-tooth comb. They haven't just read a spec sheet.
Yeah.
And they're the channels that I tend to be like, okay, all right, I like that. And I am learning from that as well. And I think, it's, if you're not thinking of your viewers, you've got the wrong attitude, I think.
Yeah. There's too many people that are creating videos for an algorithm, but not They're forgetting that there's real people on the other side of that, and they're the ones that are influencing the algorithm. It's a
Yes.
viewer behavior that really is going to help you grow or not grow. So
Yeah.
that's what you need to be keeping in mind across the entire board. So your revenue streams and everything off the back of it too is like what's a good experience for the viewer? What's going to help them, and that's going to help you too.
Yeah. We have a question here. It's just coming through. Sorry, it came up on one screen. Here it is from MYC Prince. How do you affiliate links that cover the world? Amazon affiliate links seem to be actually, we're going to cover this. I might just pop it back because we're about to delve into the
Good
MYC
segue.
Prince. It is excellent segue. Because we
There
are
was another
talking
question
about affiliates.
that,
Oh yeah.
sorry.
No,
There's another
you
question
go.
there too about where do you find affiliate links? Or how do you get affiliate links? So a great little quick tip with that one is, I mean, obviously there's popular places like Amazon where if someone can buy something, then yeah, you can go sign up for the Amazon or Best Buy or whatever, the shops and places.
Yeah.
A lot of those will have affiliate programs. But for a lot of the tools and more niche products and services, you can normally just go to the bottom of their website and they'll have partner program, referral program, or affiliate program, or do a quick Google search for the name of the program, tool, software, and partner program or affiliate program. If nothing's showing up there, which for most things you will be able to find, then just shoot them an email and say, I'm interested in promoting you, or I am already promoting you. Do you have an affiliate or referral program? And if they don't, it doesn't mean that they won't in the future. I know there's been tools and programs and things that we've created YouTube videos around that never had affiliate programs. We use some of the strategies that we're about to talk about in terms of the links and things that we were creating, but we created a link that wasn't an affiliate link. But then later, years later, that company now has an affiliate program. We're able to update that link from our original content, and it's like turning on a new revenue stream because we've already got videos out there that are performing, talking about this product and service. And hey, now all of a sudden, people that are clicking that, we're actually receiving a commission for it. So it's not about looking for commission. Still make the videos if they don't have one, an affiliate program, but know that you can, they might at some point, or you might be able to help them set one up. You could be the person that encouraged them to do it so they can get more people talking about their brand, about their business.
Yeah. And another tip that I would lean into as well is just because, like, to not make content just because I don't have an affiliate program. If it's a product or a tool that you absolutely love, just because I don't have an affiliate program or a direct way for you to make money right now, if it's something that you love and that you're passionate about, still make the video.
Yeah. And this is where too, you're adding value to the viewers. You're building up that reciprocity. You're helping them with their pain, their problem, their buying decision, getting the outcome that they want, that tool or service helps them with. So you're adding value. You don't need to be making money from every little thing that you do. We make videos all the time where there's no affiliate links in there, or the companies that we're recommending don't have an affiliate program. We did one recently around live streaming software that had no affiliate program. They do now, but that's after the videos are out. So that's, it's all just coming from that place of how do I help? How do I, keep the viewer engaged? How do I help the viewer with their pain or problem?
And then that viewer will think of you first. Like they're like, oh, I want to find a video on such and such. I wonder if Justin's made one. Because, you help them, you've suggest things either way, whether you have an affiliate or not. It's just, that's the good tool. And whether it's Justin or other creators. Justin's right here, so he popped to mind. So there's a lot of different ways to do affiliates, and what would be your suggestion for somebody who hasn't really stepped in or is just beginning to step in? What would be your suggestion for first sort of steps?
So I would sit down and I would look at what are the tools, the services, the programs and things that you use each and every day that help you do what you do. Because, the obvious place that a lot of people go to on YouTube is I'm going to put affiliate links for my camera, for my lens, whatever. And that's fine. I'm not saying don't do that. But if you're a crafting channel, how many on your audience are going to be interested in that? Some will, but not all of them. So instead,
I feel called out by that. On my crafting channel, I have
I don't know what affiliate links do you?
To my camera and my lens.
But some will.
It's right down the bottom. It's in my description.
Right? But
Yeah.
what are most people coming to that crafting channel for? The crafting stuff.
Crafting.
So they want to know what products, what tools, what things that you use to get that outcome. It's going to be more
Yeah.
specific. So all I'm saying is if you can
I was
line it
just
up,
joking. Yeah.
I know if you can line it up though, you're going to find that more people, like there's more value there for people to click.
Yeah.
There's more chance of them clicking those things. Yes, some will always be interested in the tech and the gear because you'll always attract people that want to do what you're doing, making
Yeah.
videos and everything. So that's why I think it's still good to have those, but let's
Yeah.
keep it targeted to what this video is about, this live streaming software. So let's talk about, let's have affiliate links and resources and things to help people with that in the description. So yeah, I forgot what your original question was.
Yeah, we're talking about first steps into affiliate marketing. So what's
Right.
probably the easiest one to jump into first?
Yeah, I would start by writing a list of the tools and services and things that you use, and then just jumping onto Google, going to their websites, and just seeing if they had affiliate programs,
Yeah.
and signing up for them. Because most of them aren't like Amazon. Amazon has some requirements, and it can be hard to get in the first time if you don't have some traffic coming through, or you're not getting link clicks and those kinds of things. So if you don't be disheartened if you don't get accepted into the Amazon partner program or their affiliate
Or any
program.
of the others for that matter.
Yeah, it's just it's a no for not now, not no forever. So this is where just write a list, go through, and I mean a spreadsheet is great for this. And so, yep, I got it, and here's my link. Yep, I got it. Here's my link, or no. So you can come back later and check. And this is where you want to go for the low hanging fruit first, because as I said, a lot of them will already have their partner programs and referral programs set up. That it's going to be a quick win for you to go through and just grab those links. For others, you might want to reach out and send them an email, but that's more work. So let's go for the easy stuff first.
I think that the absolute easiest is to actually check the licenses and the softwares that you're already using, log into your account. A lot of them give you a referral link where it may save you a month off, or off your fee. So it'll be a little, while it's not cash in your pocket from them, their bill is less for you next time.
So that was something like even with StreamYard for us before they had an affiliate program. I think we have 20 years or something, maybe even more, of free StreamYard because they didn't. It was a referral program, so they give you a month free or something like that. I don't even remember. I remember logging in.
I think it's about a month free. Yeah.
So a referral program is still a great place to start. It's still going to save you money because you now don't have to pay for these things.
That's exactly right.
But you can then swap that out later with an affiliate one if they have it. So you can start with a referral program and then move to an affiliate program.
So I would definitely be just double checking the things that you're already paying for or you already have access to, just to check if you don't already have a referral link, that while you're going through and making things pretty, you can at least use that just to earn yourself some credits in the meantime.
Yeah.
And it's surprising the different things that have a referral program as well.
Yeah. And so there's some cool tools. Going back to that question that came through before from, is it My C Prince?
Yeah, MyC Prince. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's there's some cool tools to help you with that for tracking your affiliate links, for tracking the clicks on them, but also to help you, I guess, locate or have global affiliate links in the cases of places like Amazon. So yes, with Amazon, for each region, it is a separate program. So you need to sign up. I'd need to sign up for the Australian one, the US, Canada, Europe. Like there's lots of different ones.
Like Japan, Germany.
Yep. And we're still not in all of them. There's a few that we got rejected from. So this is where, it's not a problem. Just move on, keep going about your day, try again later when you can apply again. But so there's tools. Amazon themselves do have, it's called Amazon One Link. And it used to be really bad. It's now a lot better than it was. And that would help you put all of your Amazon affiliate links into that portal, or you link all of your different accounts together. And it will automatically, if you've signed up for the Australian one, when people come from Australia, then it'll apply your Amazon Australia link. Likewise, US, Canada, wherever else. Now, we don't use that because there's another tool or service called Genius Link. I think you use it too, or you're
I do, yeah. I like Genius Link.
Yeah, so Genius Link gives you that, and it's easier to set up than Amazon One Link.
So easy to set up.
But it also gives you, it's much easier to make affiliate links in there as well. And a really powerful one is it gives you choice pages. So if someone clicks on one of your affiliate links, it doesn't just take them straight to Amazon. It actually pops up and says, do you want to buy this from Best Buy, from Macy's, from wherever else that sells it? And by giving people a choice, we've actually increased the conversion. It's this crazy psychology behind asking a question, giving people multiple choice. Like we see a poll, we want to try and answer one by giving people a choice. Like what if they didn't want to buy from Amazon? What if they're about to go to Best Buy and they can order more from there and that's a fit for them? So we actually find that our conversions have gone up. And Genius Link actually have a great article on their website about the difference and test it across a lot of channels. We were involved in that test, and it was a decent increase in clicks and conversions by giving people a choice. So Genius Links is awesome for that.
And one of the things that I love, like as a small creator with, limited income, you don't want to just be throwing money at softwares constantly for no real gain.
Yep.
But one of the things I loved about Genius Link is the actual month-to-month cost is tiny, and then you only pay for clicks after that. So if no one clicks it, that cost doesn't go up. So you're not out of pocket, and you've got the advantage of all of this like awesome like power in this tool. And the only there is a monthly fee. I think it's like $5 US. Like it's a cup of coffee. It's
minor.
It's
and
so
the goal
minor.
is though that they help you make money from it by more people clicking your affiliate links. That it's
then you get that
negligible.
affiliate money, and then they get a little bit of extra for their click, but you're still ahead. Now I've noticed on Genius Link you use an additional tool of theirs that I have not actually signed up for yet.
Kit?
No, I was thinking more of the vanity URL.
Right. Okay. So they do. So you can customize, instead of using a Genius Link short URL, you can actually use your own. So I think we have primalvid.io, and we can use that as a shorter URL, so that it is, it's not some massive long affiliate link. That's the other side of it. A lot of these affiliate programs will give you some huge. I know our Adobe one is like nearly 3 lines long.
They're insane.
So having that in
and
your
ugly.
YouTube video description, like who's going to click it? It looks like a spam link.
It looks like a spam link.
This is where, Genius Link, and there's another tool that we use as well, and I'm pretty sure you do too, is Thirsty Affiliates.
Yeah,
so
I love
Thirsty Affiliates is a WordPress plugin. Another one that's ridiculously cheap. I think it's a one-time purchase, but it's we use it to redirect. So we can have primalvideo.com/link or /go/whatever eCam live, and we get to choose where that goes to. So this is really powerful because people change their affiliate links. Adobe have changed their affiliate link for us 3 or 4 times, but I don't need to go back to every single YouTube video and change and update that across wherever I've put it out. I can just change it in one place on Thirsty Affiliates, and it's now updated everywhere.
I love that. That's probably my favorite part of the Thirsty Affiliates tool is how easy it is to update a link. Especially if like somewhere's having like a promotion or a sale and you wanted to send them to that particular imagery. So even temporarily, you can just jump in, change it, send it to that. And then when that promotion's over, you can jump in and send it back to the original one. I love that part of it. I also love with Thirsty Affiliates that it tracks clicks as well. So so you can be looking at it and you'd be like, okay, so according to my end, there were 20 clicks, except you guys say there were none. I'm really confused.
So it gives you the opportunity to go and check then and see what's going on. But one thing though with that is we have found a couple of cases where there's been bots and things on our website and it's been triggering link clicks. So it's good to have that as a ballpark, but I would be looking at it saying I don't expect it to be ever 100% accurate, unfortunately. But,
it is a shame. But the other thing I love about that is that because you are tracking your own links, so even before you become an affiliate for somebody, or even before you've even contacted the company, so you've made a video, you've made your own link, added that into your description, you can see how many people went and or obviously with a grain of salt, you can go and see, okay, there were 200 clicks on this link. And you can make it you can change up the link name, so you can have multiple, like there's the Primal Video Accelerator Program link, right? So I can have that where, okay, Primal Video Accelerator on Instagram. So I can see how many people from my Instagram post went to there. And then I can have a separate one set up for Primal Video for my Facebook. And so I can actually track separately as well, still sending them all to the same link, still sending them all to the same place. And only I see the difference.
So I just noticed something. while you were talking, I brought up this live stream. I went to your description, and this is perfect example. Don't worry, it's
Okay.
all good. It's good.
It's a good. I'm
So
like, oh.
I love that you have done this because you've taken the time. You've looked at the topic of this. What are the different tools and things that we could be talking about?
Yeah.
And how do I add value? How do I help people find these things? So we've just talked about thirsty affiliates. We've just talked about genius links, and you've got your affiliate links for those below.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. This, you don't need to add them afterwards. If you know that you could be like, you use these things
I do.
and
Yeah.
you see
I
the
love them
value in
both.
them and you think
Yeah.
other people should be using them, put them in the
Yeah.
links below. So
Yeah.
for those of you, I'll give it a plug for you. For those of you
Thanks.
that are interested in thirsty affiliate links and genius links and other things like that we're covering here,
Yeah.
then there are links in the description below.
There are
But that's
links in
really
the
the power
description.
of this, is
Yeah.
because I mean, we're introducing people to these things that are game changers for our business and
Yeah.
likely for you too. That
Absolutely.
it's coming from that place of being in integrity. So well done. I just wanted to call that out because so many people would miss that stuff, and that's it's where we're talking about it. I mean, people could go and, oh, did they say thirsty affiliates? And they're trying to Google it and might find the wrong thing and buy the wrong thing.
Absolutely.
So you want to make it easy for people then to find your links. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
you've just signed up to all these affiliate programs and, people won't be able to click them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, just
no, that's okay. That's I was like, oh gosh, what have I done? Isn't it interesting? I automatically run to the corner of I did something bad.
I set it up a little bit. It could go either way. Okay. My bad.
Well, let's put it on you instead.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So being able to set these things up, like thirsty affiliates, it is WordPress only. And so because I absolutely, like, I'm a WordPress junkie. I've always built my websites on WordPress. So my new website is also on WordPress. So it was a no-brainer. And thirsty affiliates actually had, like, there's some deal if you have multiple websites, it works out really inexpensive. And I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Because my other website I use thirsty affiliates on as well. So I contacted them and we mushed it all into one, and they made it very simple and very easy. And I love companies that do that make it easy for you to use, and the tool is easy to use. It's very, like, if you're already in that WordPress sort of hemisphere, it's very simple and very easy to use.
If you're not, then there's other that you can just search for, like a URL shortener or a URL redirect tool. There's others like bit.ly. And that's probably wouldn't be my top recommendation.
It seems to be the most popular, but
it is a popular option.
Yeah.
That you can control the link. It's your link and you can change at any point where it goes. Now, the downside of bit.ly is they do charge you to change it. You got to be on one of their higher
You've got to be on one of their plans to be able to adjust it.
But if you're not on the WordPress side and can't use thirsty affiliates, then
you need another option.
Yeah.
So being able to settle these things up, like we've talked about the different affiliate companies and different affiliate, my brain just totally stalled. The different affiliate
no one saw options. It. Keep going.
No, it's all right, because I had to stop. My stutter was about to kick in. So you've got all these different companies that you found. You're like, okay, I use Photoshop. I use, like, just all of these things. And you've applied for all the different, affiliates. Some you've gotten, some you haven't gotten. What is your, like, obviously the different affiliates have different things. Like on Amazon, you are not allowed to send it out in an email. Yeah. There's different rules. So how do you get around all of these ways to be able to have
to be compliant
your affiliates in a cohesive and easy to read way, and easy to find them for your viewers? If they're like, okay, so Justin's recommended this thing, what else does he recommend?
Yeah. So you touched on the requirements, and I'll cover that one quickly, and then we'll look at the answer to your question. So Amazon, it's the most popular. It's the one that a lot of people think of when they think of affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
It's not the only one, but it is probably the most complicated one in terms of your requirements to get in, your requirements once you're in to stay in compliance.
Yeah.
So that's the one where you want to make sure that you are compliant no matter which affiliate program you're in. There's been some
read
affiliate
the terms and conditions.
Yeah. And so Amazon
Read
does have
them.
things like you can't have an affiliate link in a PDF document. You
Yeah.
can't put one in an email. Now, this is where then to get around that, you could use a tool like Genius Link. So it's not a restricted link. It's going to take them to a different page where they get to choose, am I buying from Amazon or Best Buy? Or, I mean, it's just little things like that. Tools like Genius Link can definitely help you get around those. But you want to read the terms of service to make sure that you are compliant.
Yeah.
And so Amazon is the main one like that. Most of the others, it's just, don't be an idiot. Like, don't just spam them out. Like, it's kind of just, And a lot of them won't let you, like, some people spam this out, right? They'll run ads. They'll set them up as Facebook ads or Google ads, but they're just affiliate link clicks. So that's also frowned upon. Don't do that. And a lot of people will kick you out of their programs and things for doing that. So you just want to make sure that you are compliant. And it's not a big thing, but Amazon is the one that is the most strict. Now, in terms of where you find the links, I love that I see this in your description as well. What we have is a gear and resources page, like one page, a simple one page on the website where all roads point to that place. So we link to that place in every one of our YouTube videos. It's actually in my email signature as well. Here's the latest gear and resources, gear and tools that we recommend. Now that one page has just that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, can we bring up yours?
Yes, we can. I
hosting this thing now, like this thing. Yeah.
But
I mean, as an example, I haven't seen it, right? But as an example, okay.
All right.
Nice.
There it is.
Looks good. So for us, like it was
inspired by another website.
But it doesn't even need to look like this fancy. It's like, even if you started with a single page, even if it was just header, live streaming software, and you've got OBS. Like, I mean, I love that you've got OBS in there. It's something that you recommend, but hey, it doesn't have an affiliate
I'm using
program.
it right now. I use it all the time, and it's free and it's awesome.
Yep. So I like that there's a mix, because I imagine you're a StreamYard affiliate. I'd imagine you're an Ecamm affiliate, but OBS, like, so it's just the stuff that you use and recommend. So it's very similar to ours. Like, it's stock music. Where are we going for that? So this is a page that you now obviously link in the description of your videos. And for anyone that's asking, because we got to the point where people are like, hey, I'm looking to buy this light, or what do you recommend for this? It's like, I wish we just had one place where we could send people. And we used to actually have it locked behind a paywall for those people that were members of our membership community. That it's like, cool, let's give these guys all of that resource. And it was Pat Flynn in part of his training. He's like, why would you put that? Why would you lock that away? Like, open this up for anyone. Help as many people as you can with this stuff. So that page is the most visited page on our website, and it generates a lot of revenue, and it's all there to help people, and it helps those businesses that we recommend as well. So that's an awesome example. But for anyone thinking that I don't know how to build a website, or WordPress freaks me out, like, just something simple, even if it was on Wix or any of those sorts of things, just the stuff that you build, that you use and recommend, then make it easy for people to find that. Now, do you use kit.co as well? Just another service, right?
Yeah. I'm just scrolling down. So these are the, this is what I've used to build my website, is SiteGround, Elementor,
Perfect.
and and there's my Genius link and my Thirsty affiliates.
There you go.
Look, Primal Video Accelerator is in there. But just before kit.co. So here we go. So I've got my Kit links here.
Awesome. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Kit is actually now owned by Genius Link as well. And it is, it lets you create kits or groups of products. So you can see there that every one of those in your live video gear, or, like, you can put your mouse over it, you can see what it is, you can go directly to that product. So you could actually have, I mean, this would work in really any niche, even in the crafting, like, here's all the things that you'll need to go and make this thing. Like, I've seen people use it for cooking channels as well, where they've got all the ingredients. In there. And so it's a good way that you can group them. And this is exactly the same as what we've done on our gear and resources page as well. We have kits for my filming setup, for going live, whatever. So it's the same, it just makes it easy. It's not about, can you imagine how long it would take to build something that looked like that and keep it updated?
I don't want to think about that. And so I love Kit for that.
Kit itself, whether you sign up for the Genius link or not, Kit itself is free. So the way that they make money is for the people that forget to put in their affiliate links, or for products they add in that, you know, they haven't included a way for the user to generate money, then that's where they'll use their own. The Kit will use their affiliate link in place of that. So amazing service, and yeah, we've been using that one for years.
I started using Kit. Did the guys who built Patreon build Kit originally? I think
they might have.
Yeah. So back in the day, but yeah, it's another amazing tool, and it's super powerful, and it's free to use.
Yeah.
And you know, I actually started using my Genius link when I built the Kit page for here, like for this channel. And I was just like, okay, all right, I'm going to bite the bullet and go the Genius link way. And I'm really glad I did. It's made everything a little bit easier between use, and you can use either or, but I actually love using both.
Yeah.
Because I get the advantage of, like with Thirsty Affiliates, I don't put anything that has got an Amazon link into my Thirsty Affiliates. I always use the Genius link for that. I'm still like, and that for me is because I'm not 100% certain over the rules. So rather than break the rules, I would rather err on the side of caution. But when it comes to anything else that's not Amazon, I've always got my Thirsty affiliate link. So it's like chantelhills.com/recommends, bam, whatever it is. And it makes it clear, and it looks way prettier than those dodgy.
Yeah, some of them just like random numbers and letters, and just looks like a spam link, and who would click that? So
one thing I wanted to say, I'll just add it back up just briefly, is on this page, while there's, oops, I'm trying to scroll on the wrong thing. While there's all sorts of, you know, things in here, while I do have affiliates for a lot of them, I don't have affiliates for all of them.
Yes.
But there's still softwares, and there's still things that I love, and I recommend. And what I've found is that I build this, or because I'm constantly updating it, I built this, and then if you know, like, I don't have an Artlist affiliate, but knowing that it's here and that it's being recommended, when I do apply for my Artlist affiliate, they check your website.
Yes.
They look at things, so that if they see that you're actually already recommending it, that may, I don't know if it does, but it may sway their decision. If you're borderline, like for me, I'm sure I'm borderline because it's, you know, low traffic. And so if it's if it's like low level traffic, or there's some borderline reason, them seeing that you're actually already saying how wonderful they are, and recommending them, that may tip you over the edge for them to give you a chance.
Yeah, for sure. And that's where if you've already got like YouTube videos and those kinds of things, or even on the page here, I mean, I would imagine you've still got an affiliate link. I mean, it's not an affiliate link, but a Thirsty affiliate link, like your own link. So you could actually track how many clicks that absolutely is getting. So when you could reach out to them and say, hey, look, here's proof that we've sent you this many clicks, or out, you know, so you know, I'd love to be in your affiliate program.
And that's why I love making the Thirsty affiliate links. Like, as you said, take it with a grain of salt, but because it could be some bot clicks, or like scraping clicks, or whatever it is. What does Google call them when they're scraping your site?
Yeah, that's scraping.
Anyway, but yeah, so having all of that access to multiple tools actually benefits you as well.
But I just don't want this to be overwhelming, because you didn't start here. You've built this out over time, and same for us.
Yes.
It's like, if it means start right now with a long affiliate link, awesome. But you can use tools like TubeBuddy to do a bulk find and replace on your YouTube channel. That was one of the first reasons that we installed TubeBuddy, was to help us with the affiliate links. So that if we did update an affiliate link, we could go and, you know, copy and paste it in, find and replace, and have it automatically update for us. So it's about still starting now. But if you do start with some of these things like a Genius link or a Thirsty affiliates in place, it is going to save your sanity later, because those links will change. So many different affiliate programs we've been a part of have changed platforms, which means your link changes, and it would be an absolute nightmare if you had to manually go back and change.
And just remember, where did I put that link? NYC Prince has a follow-up question, and he was like, is Kit or any of the others global?
Yes. So Kit is global. That's why we like that one as well. Because it's owned by Genius Link, which you enter your I guess your affiliate details for the different Amazon places, or even the different Best Buy and those kinds of things as well, and it will automatically push to the local area.
Yeah.
If you're a part of that program.
Yeah. If you're a part. Wow, because this is a lot to take in. Because it does get daunting, because you don't realize, like when I was going through and creating this page, I started off with I just had the streaming softwares that I loved. When I very first, put the page together, it's like, okay, I want to have a tools page, but I don't.
What tools?
Which tools? So I had to, and then what I did was I sat down and actually went through the software that I have on this laptop. So it's it's my everyday working laptop, and sat down and worked out which ones am I using, which ones do I avoid, and like, oh, should I just cancel that? And
there's a reason that you use those things, right?
Exactly right.
And those over others.
Yes. And that was sort of my decision-making process for what made it to this page. Was that all softwares that I have either used regularly or I have had access to, that I loved and miss. And so, like, hello, Ecamm, I'm looking at you.
Another one, it's a scarier one to go through, but it's the credit card statement and seeing what are we paying for, because at some point we thought that it was good. So there's some awesome little tools and apps and things that I use very rarely, but they solve a specific pain or problem, like screen mirroring to an iPad or something like that. So there's some much more niche apps that you could find by going through the credit card statement.
And I haven't gone quite to that depth, because I look at it and I'm like, is this page overwhelming? And the reality is, no, it's not. If people are looking for streaming software, they find it. There's only 3 options so far. It's about to be expanded out. Then they'll keep scrolling until they find the thing that they're looking for. Very rarely will they be like, oh, I want that, and I want that, and I want that, and I want this.
But it's got to be updated, like, as well. And I know that you will and you do. If there's something that you no longer recommend, it's got to be, if people just see that you're just adding to it, oh, now your list is 20 long. It's like, and this is something that we're going through at the moment on our Gear and Resources page, and also inside of our membership, is our recommendations have changed for things. So, and they have to stay updated. Because otherwise, you're not in that place of integrity. You're then falling into I'm just pushing links out there. It's not from a spam place, but if it's not your recommendation, then you take it down. Yeah,
it is, and I agree with you. You've definitely got to be. When I put anything on the list, and I do look at the list, I think if someone sent me an email upset at my suggestion, what would my response be? Would it be, oh yeah, it's not as great anymore? Or would it be, wow, I am shocked, contact support?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's sort of
good.
like how I
like
decide if it makes the cut.
Yeah.
Because these are your recommendations, and you may not be saying it face to face to somebody, but the reality is, if they have made that effort and they've clicked into your tools page and they're looking at it, they're taking it as if you've said it face to face to them.
Yes. Yep.
So,
and that's the beauty of it, is because you're having that conversation with people 24/7 as many times as people land on that page. And this is where that leverage comes in. So for us, we put it in YouTube video description for every single video. It's never at the top, but it's not far below. And it's always in a prominent place. It's in my Instagram bio. It's, where can people find out what's the stuff that I'm currently using that I recommend? And using tools like Kit, like Genius, Link, they make it easy for you to keep it updated, so that you're not having to update it on your website and on their thing and over on YouTube. And this is where using these tools, I say, is really going to save your sanity.
That's one of the things I love about Kit. So when you saw on my page, I know Justin knows this, but when you saw it on my page, if I go into the Kit website and adjust any of those existing kits, that'll automatically change on my website.
Yes.
I don't need to go in and then go and change that or refresh the coding or anything like that. It just fixes it. So
the other big thing with Kit too that we totally missed is that Kit is a search engine. So people can go there and search for kits. If they're looking for live streaming gear, they can find your kit on live streaming gear. So it doesn't need to be you're sending traffic there. It's actually a really powerful website for people looking for stuff too.
Yeah. And I have to confess, I go to Kit to check out what lighting Justin's currently using. And
actually, mine needs updating.
Yours needs updating. None of your new
Yeah.
lights are in there. I know.
No.
I looked.
Right. I'm still
but that's
testing. I haven't done a video on them yet. Yeah.
but that's the thing. So you can go in, you can see what Justin's doing, you can see what Nick Niman's doing, you can see what different people are using, and you can search for their names within Kit, or you can search for a piece of equipment within Kit, and then you can go through that way as well. And then that if they end up choosing off your kit, you still get the commission.
Yeah.
We have a question here.
That's a good question.
From Livestream Consultants. Questions: would having a single link to your own website that has all of your recommendations and affiliate links, centralizing where your links are rather than individual videos?
So I would do both. I think on YouTube specifically, and like in an example of, say, this live stream, what you've done is like perfect. You've got a link to your gear and resources page, but you've also got a link to the stuff that we've actually talked about in this live stream. So that the viewer doesn't need to go to your page and try to find it on there, because it could be overwhelming and they might not actually get there. So you want to make it easy for them to find what they need. So if I'm talking live streaming tools on mine, and all the different things that I mentioned in that video are linked below to make it easy for people. You build it like almost like a mini blog post. It's a resource there to help that viewer take action. So if they don't find, if it's not one of those links, and they just after some extra links, or extra tools and things as well, I should say, then that's where you would still want to link them to your generic page where they can find everything that you use and recommend. But don't make it hard for them to find the stuff that you have spoken about in that specific video.
Yeah. I look at the content of the website and the individual videos as separate content. And you need to make it so that every piece of content has value without them having to click from one to the next, to the next, to the next.
Yes.
Because I don't know about you, but if I realize I've got to click here and then click here and then click, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm done. I go and find another video.
Yeah. Another interesting one too is the links at the top of our resources page get clicked a lot more than the links that are further down. So even though we've got it easy for people to jump around on there with, there's anchor links that jump down the page, the ones that are always at the top of the page get clicked.
Writing down anchor links. I don't have any of those.
Right. So that's where, it's interesting. So you could be changing it around to test it and see what's going to work best for you, but also what are most people coming to that page for, and putting those at the top. Like if you're primarily talking about live streaming, then put those right to the top, which I mean, in your case you have.
I think
but it's always a test. And this is where the more traffic you're getting to those pages, the more you can start to see what's working, what isn't working, and move things around.
Yeah. If you've got a question for Justin or myself, please drop it in the chat, because we're going to have to wind up shortly. I just looked at the clock. Sorry, Justin.
No, that's all good. We're getting still some more fit outs happening in the studio here, and but no one's shown up yet, so we can stick around a little longer.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. We do have. I'm just checking the question here. Here we go. So I do double check the icons before I bring them on screen.
That's a good tip. See, I never used to until you mentioned that. Yeah,
they've StreamYard, the channel whose software that we're using right now for this video, their YouTube channel was deleted because the question was good, but the icon imagery was bad. Right. And that happened a few times in a few videos, and they got their 3 strikes, and bam, they were gone.
Yeah, that's unlucky.
It's very unlucky. Okay, so I always check if I can't make it out with my little old lady blind eyes, then I don't bring it on screen and I just read the question. Okay, so George is asking, is it okay to make videos about software tutorials for Linux, website setup, OpenShot video editors, and other apps, or is that just not niche enough? Yeah,
so I guess there's a lot of people that say the riches are in the niches, and I get that. And starting on a niche channel, there is definitely some merit in there. I guess at the end of the day, you want to be making the videos that you want to make. But if you are able to make videos that do fit under one sort of parent umbrella that makes sense, where people would want to watch multiple videos on your channel, not just one off, so this is where I guess having a a theme to them can be very beneficial and help your channel grow faster. If you were doing TV show reviews one week and then doing software tutorials another, it's like people will find you from one and then think that nothing else is related, and likewise back the other way. So
Yeah.
you do want to try to keep a consistent theme, but it doesn't need to be so specific or so niched down as much as a lot of people think. That's my take on that. I mean, we started just as video editing coach. That was the name of our channel, and just doing editing tutorials. But that's just one piece of making a video. So we started teaching the filming stuff, then onto the getting views on them, then onto the monetization. So we've only gone more and more broad. But it also doesn't mean that everyone is watching every one of our videos either. So this is where, I mean, if we did 5 videos around editing, yeah, it's crazy people. If we did 5 videos in a row, which is 5 weeks worth of content around editing, like what if some of our subscribers or people weren't interested in editing at all? And that's a big period of time where they're not going to be watching our content. And that's not a bad problem. Like, we still do that from time to time because we know that each individual video is really where people are finding us. Most people don't go to your YouTube channel until they've watched one of your videos. So I guess in a nutshell, you get to choose, but I wouldn't have them too broad. Your channel will grow faster if you're going to get those return viewers.
I also think that if you've got, like, I'm just looking here for Linux, OpenShot and other apps, how are you going to create a cohesive, like, monetization out of that? Like, just to bring it around to today's topic, just like you've got to think about, can you make somewhere for people to go, or can you set things up? How many affiliates can you get out of this? How many links can you create that may not be working much now, but down the track, obviously, when you grow to a point where you're happier, what's your plan really? Is like, what do you want to be known for? Do you want to be known as a Linux guy? Do you want to be known as a video editor guy? They're all software, so technically there's a software umbrella, but that one's quite broad.
Yeah. And I mean, the ones that you've listed, like website setup, I mean, it could be Linux hosting or a Linux server platform. So it could be under all the Linux banner, because OpenShot obviously works on Linux as well. It's open source software. So, I mean, it could be that. But yeah, it's always interesting to see, like, what do you want to show up for? When, what do you want to be known for? What types of content and what types of videos do you actually want to make? There's no point making a channel around something that, you could talk about. It shouldn't be a drudge. A drudge. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to be like, oh, I've got to make a video on this thing again.
Yeah.
I hate this stuff.
Yeah.
Why have I done this?
A hard slog.
It would make making videos hard. I've realized I don't make videos a lot. Okay. So we have taken so much of Justin's time today. We are over at the promised 1 hour, and Justin's given us very graciously extra time. If you have more questions about affiliate marketing and you're watching the replay, drop them in the comments down below, and we'll try and get to them. And we'll try and get to them with something helpful. I'll definitely get to them. But thank you so much for spending time with us today, Justin. I really appreciate it. And thank you all who were here in the live chat as well to join in as well.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on. I mean, this is such a huge topic that, I mean, if you had value in this video, share it out, let anyone else know, like, because it doesn't need to be a stressful thing. You definitely can make money from YouTube. We've built a 7-figure annual business off the back of it. And that's what I like to see, because there's too many people that are stuck creating content, not making money, or not having the impact that they want from it. So yeah, if you thought this was helpful, share it out. It will obviously help Chantel and her channel as well, because I mean, she's an amazing human. You can see the value that she brings to the community and the knowledge that she has. And that's really what the whole YouTube thing is about, is hearing different thoughts and opinions on how we do this stuff. So thanks again for having me on.
Thanks for saying yes. And I'll catch you next time. Maybe we'll get you back a third time one day.
Sounds good. I'm in.
Okay. Thanks, Justin. Thanks, everybody.
Right. See ya.